What's up guys, Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and it's time for my first ever round at Thompson Grove Park Disc Golf Course. Let's get to it. All right everyone, real quick, before we get to the video, I have a giveaway to take care of. In my last video, I promised to give away this Joey Tamale Tour Series Eclipse Envy as an apology for filming the last hole in the dark. All you had to do to be eligible for the giveaway was comment on that video and tell me what's your favorite glow disc. We had 16 entries on YouTube, and we got one here on Rumble. So I have your names here on the wheel of names. Let's give it a shuffle and a spin to see who's winning. And just crawling across to Techno King 22. What's Techno King's favorite glow disc? Favorite here, Eclipse Hex, very good choice. The Leap and Lozado ones from Halloween were pretty sweet. All right, Techno, all I need from you to get you this disc is a screenshot of you being logged into your YouTube account, preferably showing that you are a subscriber to my channel. And you're going to send that screenshot to, you can do either one of my player pages, which you can find here in my link tree, or you can email me directly at shaystevens77522@gmail.com. And once I verify that you are you, I'll get your shipping info and send you that envy. So thank you guys all for participating. Now, on to the video. Good morning, everybody. Weather is wonderful. It's actually right before Labor Day, and I know the tradition is usually we go to Mercer, but thought I'd mix it up, knock one off my list. So this is the Grove, Thompson Grove Park Disc Golf Course. Not to be confused with Thompson Park. That's fun, easy park golf. This is a championship level course, or they tried to make one. And starting right off hole 1, par 3, 391. So yeah, pretty hard. Now I looked up here to the right and I saw this big window, like, oh, I could just throw up, big stupid highs here, but nope, Mando tree. So got to play the fairway. So yeah, when this course first went in, I heard there were some design concerns, but I heard they got tweaked, and I've heard nothing but good things, so we're here today to experience. So hole 1, like I said, it's 391 par 3, just going to go nice and easy for my first route the car. Got my flippy photon, just going to send it out there. I'm favoring the right side miss. There is water on the left, but it should not come into play, I hope. All right, right-hand side to start. This is not great, guys. Really pinched off. There's not even a sneaky backdoor. Come on. So I gotta go high turnover, but it is touchy. I'm gonna go uplink for the control. Probably not gonna get me there. Maybe get a circle 2 look. Oh, and of course there's branches right here, so. All right, basket's there, so I can step here. Let's see if I can bite some distance off. Oh, nope, branch said no. Starting the round off with a bogey, it looks like. At least I hope I am. Where's that basket? Right there? Okay. Can go with a bit of a little range turnover. Yeah, when I asked Chris Villa what he thought of this course, he was like, dude, he said, like, I shot +5 or +3. Like, I freaking loved it. I knew I was in for one. All right, clean up that bogey. All right, lesson learned on hole 1. You just want to go pretty much straight, and that gives you the line up to the basket. But it is a tight fairway, like maybe 10 feet wide at some choke points. And you got to have a nasty forehand that gets lucky, I think, to challenge us for a birdie. I realize I forgot to put my sleeve on. Gotta protect the elbow. Hole 2, par 4, 495 feet, so up and to the right, and then out to the left. So you could try to throw a nasty flex shot, but really I don't think it's worth it. So I'm just going to play for position. I'm going to go volt, forehand, a little bit of hyzer ideally right at the tree on the corner there. Miss it and then be in the open for a look. Yep, skip. All right, we'll see what we'll play with from there. So a backhand turnover might net you a little more distance as long as you beat this tree and keep carrying right. The tee sign, though, made me think like this is a wide open fairway. As you can see, 2 hallways, left, right, and trees down the middle. So that does kind of take the angle off, or, angle options off. I got this lasered at 364 from here. So especially with the ceiling and how tight this is, I doubt I'm going to push it. So I'm just going to go with my stable vision photon from a standstill. It's been working out really well for me. Just trying to push for distance. If I get to like that white pole, which I assume is an alternate basket position, it looks like it opens up there on the left a little bit, so I'll be happy. And yeah, maybe get a circle 2 look out of it. We'll see. Yeah, didn't kill it, just made sure I hit the gap. And we'll see if I can take a stab at it. All right, so it did not open up as much as I thought it would on that left-hand side. I mean, it's not trees, but it's still rough. But let's give this a nice little run here. Guessing the road on the right's OB, but that shouldn't be a problem. Short. But tap in par. And so that right there is the entrance to the park. So when you turn in and see basket 2, you know you're on the right path. All right, guys, hole 3, par 3, 250. I cannot see the basket though. So I'm guessing it is more left than the tee sign indicates. So just gotta hit this gap off the tee pad. And looks like, yeah, get left. So to get left, you throw a deflector. See, I'm just gonna mash this thing right through the field goal. Know it's gonna be overstable. And maybe give me a look, we'll see. All right, hopefully that's a look. We'll find out. All right, I might need to start looking at U-disc instead for distances, because I think those signs might be for the old pins. Because I throw the deflector 250 like that, and I'm right on the old pin. But you see this longer pin, it's about 25 feet away or so, or yeah, more like 30. And yeah, it says 279 on U-disc. So if the distances didn't match up on the first few holes, I probably changed over and been using U-disc on the video. All right, so about circle's edge look. First big putt of the day. I still got big putts. And my first birdie. All right, hole 4, par 4, 595. Looks like the fairway kind of drags gradually to the right. It looks like it hooks up at the end to the left. Which means stable vision photon. Pretty much its flight. I just got to watch that one tree in the middle. Also got to watch my feet. I got wet grass on the bottom of my shoes now, and the tee-pad could use a little bit of love. Alrighty. Let's hopefully cut this boy in half. Oh, throw it in the air, Shay. Perfect line, about 5 feet low. This is rough. And actually, it doesn't drift as badly to the right as I thought, so wouldn't have been better had I kept it up. But yeah, so you almost want to push left side, almost like you want to throw like a hyzer shot, maybe end up there or here. This gives you a line in. This is super tight. So I got to throw a flexi shot. I'm going to go with my overstable vision photon. Standstill flex shot. Just try and beat these corners. And then hopefully get some good distance too. Gotta commit though, so stand still. Come on. Tried to rev it, overcranked it. We'll see if I can do from there. All right, so we're still in a tough spot, guys. So we have an inside line on these trees, a baby gap, but there's just so many little things I have to thread, I feel like, to get to the basket, and kicks do not look fun. So I think the biggest gap is gonna be a step out forehand turnover going this way. So I'm gonna go my stable fission photon. I just gotta try and get it up, challenge the ceiling probably, but keep it nose down and get that drift left. So basket's way over there. So I'm gonna put my foot here, step out. Okay, let's do cool things. All right, got a little too high, challenge the ceiling, but that should be an up and down for bogey, hopefully. All right, up and down here for bogey, but I want to give this a decent little run. Looks relatively safe behind the basket. So instead of the range, we're gonna go anode, hopefully float it right at that next tee sign, and it'll die into the basket. Go. Just short again. But tap in bogey. All right, we're heading back to over par. Sorry guys, I couldn't set the camera fast enough. There's a doe and two fawns like 200 feet down the fairway on the left-hand side. They were just staring me down for a minute. If I can get an angle on them going up there, I will. But yeah, I got a gallery here on hole 5, par 4, 478. Looks like the fairway goes off to the right and hooks back left. I feel like I said that a few times today. So I'm going forehand just to guarantee I hit this gap. Kind of aiming at this tree here in the middle of the gap and just letting it break right. And hopefully, if I get some air into this, it'll push out to the open and give me an angle for an upshot. Ooh, I didn't give that any hyzer, but I got dirty. All right, pushed it a little long. We'll see how that works. All right, guys, we found the gallery. They moved up the fairway. They were expecting a big drive. I disappointed them. Oh boy, this is ugly. Where the heck is the basket? Oh, there's more than, all right, there's way more than 3. I'm basically throwing into a herd right now. But, yeah, I'm right here. I have a baby gap. I'm just gonna try and float one through, get me out into the fairway, then give me a line in. I'm just gonna go stand still, uplink, guarantee gap hit. A little bit of hyzer, bag falls again. Okay. And if you see a baby deer jump, my bad, he's right where I want to land. Whoop! Just scared him. And the gallery has moved on to the next hole. And I have this up and down for par. So I'm hoping I can go entropy nice and high, kind of nose up floaty, and drift this corner. Yep. Up and down. Right. I need to look up who designed this course because they're either lefty or have a nasty forward pushing forehand. Because yeah, you basically need like that really deep hyzer flip to not quite flat. I feel like to really get that good angle to hit the main fairway to get in here. All right, guys, we might be playing the gold tees because I followed the signage and said this was the gold one, but this one's got the actual tee sign on it, so I'm going to be sticking to the sign so I have something to read. Hole 6, par 5, 848. Fairway goes up a little bit left and then dog legs right into a split fairway. I walked up and took a look, and those deer were like 5 feet from me on the corner. I didn't notice them. They jumped and scared the crap out of me. So if there's a brown spot on my pants, please ignore it. But yeah, I'm just going to go with my overstable fission photon down the gut. Just push forward, break left, and hopefully give me an angle into one of the fairways after the dog leg. All right, I think I like that position. Okay. So I push just a hair long left. Although, really, I don't see much to work with, guys. This is brutal. Yeah, that is a hard dogleg turn. So I'm just going to try and get down this tunnel into the flat and maybe manufacture an upshot from there. So I'm going to go stable fission photon on hyzer. Just chip it around the corner. All right. Tickled the long and rough, but got down there. All right, so I got to say, guys, this place is beautiful, but brutal. I can definitely see the reputation it's gotten in the area is well earned. It is a very challenging course. Yeah, a lot of tight gaps, and you definitely got to know your landing zones. So I'm expecting to get beat up this round, but hopefully pick up some knowledge, come back again, play better. But yeah, let's see if maybe I can get up and down. It's a little pinched on the inside. I swear this is like the wettest round in New Jersey I've ever played. And I played here in the rain. It must have rained last night. There's a lot of precipitation still on the grass and ground. But usually Jersey courses drain well, although this is kind of close to some wetlands, so it might just hold water. So I see the turn, I see the split in the fairway, which is, you know, all the way up there. So I'm just going to try and blast my flippy fission photon. Just really try and turn the corner here. I assume basket's over there, so I can stand here when I throw. Just going for distance and hopefully movement to the right. Now we tickle some branches and then hit a tree. Yeah, we're having fun. All right, this kind of stinks. Feels like I'm consistently like just 3 to 5 inches off the gap, or off of where I need to be to hit a gap. So, got a little forehand here down the left side fairway. I need this to push. There's like three trees here at the end. Basket's off to the right. I hope you can see it through the trees. Gotta get legal, step out. I need to push this volt on forehand hyzer. Hopefully get me in there for a putt. Skip. Dead skip. Dang it. And unfortunately, I'm having some height control issues on my forehand hyzers. I need to really focus on that angle too, not just the hyzer angle. Just trying to figure out how I want to play this. Then I'm going to try my normal putt, kind of aim it up to the right and let it die in. Oh! And the roll, come on. All right, decent effort. All right, held it to what, a bogey? Whew. Yeah, that's a tricky par 5. All right, hole 7, par 3, 299. I don't think the sign really gives a proper scaling though of like how much this turns to the right, because I feel like I should be able to see it based on the signage, but I can't. And again, if you have a beast mode sidearm, you are loving this. I want to go backhand flippy, but I've got to try the forehand at least once, right? It's, you know, worst case scenario, my arm blows up, my career ends, you know, not that big a deal. So I'm going to go with the phase, just so I know I can really hit this thing hard and know I'm not going to lose it left. Haven't thrown this in a while though, so it'll be fun to see what it does for me. Really got to give it the ante though. All right, it's like a, what, 270 maybe, forehand, so gonna be short. Yeah, so I definitely need to build my forehand up a little bit more and throw something a little more pushing to get back into the green here. So we deep in circle 2. I'll take a steppy run at it, we'll see if I can get it there. Oh, just trade it. A little tapping. Hey, it's a par. Could be a bogey. Pars are cool. Okay, hole 8. Par 3, 319, and I can see the basket. So it's basically a split fairway. I go left or right. The hyzer game, or rather the flat with stable disc game, is feeling good. So I'm going to go right side gap with my stable fishing photon. Hopefully recreate that tee shot from the par 5 a few holes back. I just got to commit to the gap. It is a bit tight coming off how you walk this line on the tee pad, so just got to make sure I keep it out. Got to keep it wide. Yep. Come on, girl, hurry. Yep, and good skip. All right, got caught up here on this bit of mud, but shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Clawing them back. All right, everyone, something to consider. So on that last hole, you might have noticed I threw a distance driver, and it was only like 320 downhill. I can get a mid there. But on technical shots like that, I like to throw faster speed discs at like 50 to 60% power, because I can guarantee that I'm going to have a good release angle. I'm going to hit the gap. And another benefit is I can throw them lower because they're traveling faster. They don't need more air to get there. And that way, if I hit a tree, I'm less likely to go flying, 300 feet into Narnia. So just something to consider. I do like to, disc up, but finesse them on occasion. I can get some good shot shapes out and execute better. So something to play with in your own game. But now I'm standing before hole 9, par 3, 260 feet. Guys, I walked up to look for the fairway. I still can't find it. I think it breaks right and then left. I have not seen the basket yet. It says only 260, but I can't see it. And I'm going to guess it's towards the parking lot, which I can see in the distance. So I'm just going to hit my overstable volt down the middle. Hopefully Star Wars a bunch of stuff and maybe get a putt. All right, hit a tree late in the flight. Let's go see where that put me. All right, so luckily there was no finish left. That's all rough. The basket's off here to the right. So thankfully I hit this tree here, knocked me down in the circle, so I have a putt. But I'm a little framed up here. I got tree left, tree right, and a crossbar I gotta contend with. But just gotta visualize there are no trees, just you and the basket. Yeah. All right. I think that brings me back to even for the round. So surviving so far. This course is very hard, and for me, scoring opportunities are limited. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm putting together a decent little round. Yeah, even. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for the back nine. I'm sure it's gonna be just as grueling. But for final thoughts, back to Shay.
All right, so we're halfway through my first ever round at Thompson Grove Park Disc Golf Course, and this place is living up to all the hype with the combination of distance requirements, really technical lines, and required landing zones. This might be the hardest disc golf course I've ever played, and we're only halfway through. There's still 9 more holes. I think this place has plenty of teeth that hasn't shown me yet, so stay tuned for the back now. I'll have it cut together for you guys as soon as possible. But with that, I want to say thank you guys for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.